President Cyril Ramaphosa set to deliver the keynote address at the official Reconciliation Day commemoration event, which is being held in the northern parts of KZN at Ncome Museum. This, of course, is the site of the fierce Battle of Blood River, which took place back in 1838 between the Voortrekkers and Zulu forces. SABC News senior reporter Jayde Paulse is part of our team watching developments, and she joins us now live. And Jayde, of course, the theme is about ensuring that there's reconciliation in the country across political lines and the likes. And I suppose it's in that context that what we saw unfolding in the KZN legislature becomes extremely important on a day like this.
The Minister of Arts and Culture, Jayde, also addressing the Afrikaners at the Voortrekkers Monument. We find ourselves back at the commemoration and the national commemoration of reconciliation. So we are going to be speaking, engaging with the Premier of the province, Thami Ntuli. And like you said, we speak about reconciliation, but there's a lot to be said about reconciliation within politics, especially in lieu of what transpired at provincial legislature. Thank you so much for joining us, Premier. And you know, today is all about reconciling as a country and looking at the injustices of the past, but also looking forward. Now, as a province like KwaZulu-Natal, as we head to the elections next year and what transpired at the provincial legislature, one is concerned. Just your thoughts on that.
Well, my view is that what happened in the House yesterday was unfortunate, and it will be corrected, and it must not communicate a message to the people of KwaZulu-Natal that is how they must actually solve problems or disagreements. It's important that as we head for the 2026 local government elections, we must have peaceful elections. We must contest openly, and there must be no disruption. The commemoration of Reconciliation Day in the province of KwaZulu-Natal is quite very significant in different ways. You know the history of this province, that apart from the Zulus and the Boers, a war that took place here in Ncome after the Battle of Esandwane, there was a violence between the ANC and the IFP. There was a war between the Indians and the Zulus. Even in the recent years, 2021 in Phoenix, what happened? So the commemoration of Reconciliation Day in KwaZulu-Natal must send a message that a peaceful and stable community is an assurance to a better future for our children. You know that in rural communities there are wars that take place, inter-villages wars. And this commemoration of reconciliation must also communicate a message to those communities that we must all do everything it takes to ensure that we are a province that is able to live together.
And as we head to the elections, I mean, there's a lot of people that saw what happened at the provincial legislature, and many people look at that and ask themselves, you know, these are the leaders, these are people that we are supposed to look up to. As provincial government, how do we extend an olive branch? How will you correct this, or will you be engaging with the MK party?
There are two ways. The Speaker, because there are rules of the House, the Speaker is the custodian of the House, will have to do what she feels will be a way of remedying the situation. Otherwise, also at a political level, we will have to engage political parties that even if we disagree, but we must not as leaders be a symbol of disruption, because that will take back our province, and we don't want to see that.
Now, Premier, we are expecting the President of the country, Cyril Ramaphosa, to address us very shortly. Do we know what time that will take place?
Well, as far as I know, he will be arriving now, and by 11 we'll have to start the commemoration, and he will address us along the program.
Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.
Of the province, Ncome Museum there, Ayanda, just talking to us about reconciliation, but reconciliation within the political sphere as well, and what this day means at the backdrop of what transpired at the provincial legislature yesterday.